Haynes, man, of pop culture news figure, aka Mr. Manny Wolverine. As a restaurant to George's channel. I'm on my social media such as on Twitter, X, Instagram, all that other good stuff. Like, share, subscribe if you want to. Link to the AOL and hashtag send down below. Anyways, I know this just got a frick ton of controversy on her for the past 3.5 weeks. I know it was way old. You're probably watching this June 1st. I know this is last month's drama news, but I'm doing it on the May 31st. I know it's May 20th when this happened, so I'm a week and a half, 2 weeks late. At least I'm doing it in time when it happened on that month. But she says some really, really nasty old garbage ass freaking doo-doo butter bullshit. Me let that freaking crap. I'm still gonna hear her out. It's only a 2.5 minute video, more or less. I could get in the high grounds on this fucking thing, cause pray to God this doesn't end up being freaking commercials. I even gotta check what the freaking age group of this chick is. So I wouldn't be surprised she's in her teens or 20s. Fortunately, I couldn't find nothing on this chick at all. Period. I found a little bit of wiki fans. I think she's between 29 and 32 years old. So not that far away from my age group. I don't know if she's a political streamer or if she does gaming, but from what I heard, I think she does a lot of music reviews and let's play video games, like Twitch streams a lot, most. I don't know who she was calling out in this thing. I'll try to hear it out, try not to make my freaking goddamn head explode. Holy shit. All the stuff I heard about her on Reddit is bad. I'll give them benefit of a doubt. I don't know. I'm not going to be the arbiter of truth there, but let's begin. Not taking her side, defending her, or with her, offends her, trying to offend her, but we'll fucking see.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not,
now, hold on.
Nor has it ever been. She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and...
her voice sounds like really, really, like, uppity attitude, like, oh my fucking God, dude, really? She sounds like she's really full of shit. Like I said, I'm trying to be like, not Captain Save-A-Ho or trying to save women. I'm not trying to be all old school MGTOW and Red Pill either. Get that shit out the way.
And the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal and that's not...
But it's okay sometimes, especially in this day and age. I know it depends on who you're talking to. I know Gen Alpha and Gen Z might be fucking up a shit off the goddamn fucking creek. Holy freaking crap on the goddamn stick, dude. When you go on this emotional route, oh, men can be emotional. Yeah, some of us can be. You know, you were raised, it depends on who you're raised with. I know the old school boomer generation, they weren't allowed to show no emotions or any of that shit, especially here in the United States. From what the history I saw, 50, 60, 70 dudes that were men to even the 80s. I don't know if it was the 80s or the 90s. Before or after I was born, then it was kind of okay for men to show their emotions. And they could have called a fuck ton of different names on that. They're a pussy, they're a faggot. No offense to anyone's LGBTQI. They used to be called them queers and faggots. That's what they used to call them back then. Unfortunately, that's just how a time was at that time. I remember I even grew up in a time. We were, especially in high school, you were either called an emo dude or like skinny jeans this, skinny jeans that. You were called a whole bunch of shit on that. I wasn't in that group. I respected them. It's like back in the early 2000s, I used to respect the old school furry community back then. And by the way, somebody ended up getting in trouble for like pretending that they would get like 200 days pretending to be a YouTuber. Not a YouTuber, but like a furry anthropomorphic person or whatever. Furry anthropomorphic. They went undercover as a furry enjoyer. And then he got called a shit ton of stuff out of it, man. It was bad. But I'll see if I remember to leave the link to the video down below. It's from someone I'm subscribed to. I know that. But come on, bro. Yeah, some men could be mentioned. Hell, I'm a grown man that still cries at video game music. Anything that's romance once in a while. Not all the time. Just once in a while. And the world apocalyptic Armageddon shit. Sometimes I get very, very scared about that stuff too.
Not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing in the comments of my videos. You guys want to be oppressed so bad that you'll look...
Oh my God. It sounds like she's doing the good boy crap. Well, you want to be offended by men so bad? I don't know if it's because she comes from that Twitch culture. It has even nothing to do with her being, because the only thing I found on her is that like, she's like Indian or Muslim, and that's it. That's all I found from her. It hasn't even had nothing to do with if you're a man or a woman, you cry. You're going to cry, especially if it's somebody in your family or friends or your cousins or nieces or nephews. Somebody sadly got unalived in a car crash or accident, or unfortunately in the United States, somebody gets heated on. That type of thing. I can't say it. A machine, you know what? An arm. Especially sadly here. It's way, way common here. Sadly, unfortunately, in the United States, it happens almost all the time. Especially, I can't allude too much to it. Happens a lot of public schools, sadly. But it's sad. And that's the more appropriate time to cry and break down and cry like a baby. And it's okay. And people laughing with it, you're a cold-blooded asshole piece of shit. I'm just saying.
Look at a man telling me he's gonna tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing. I say that happens to you.
That depends. I'm not a woman. I can't really relate to any of that shit. Get back in the kitchen sort of shit. That's old school stuff. I remember when I was in elementary, even middle school, even before I got into high school, all this old school, early mid-2000s culture era, it was okay to laugh at shit. It was a different time period back then. Wasn't saying it was right. And my personal defense on that, I'm not defending all men either. Because I remember back in the old school days, the Xbox 360 and PS2, PS3 era, there was a lot of fools on Counter-Strike and freaking Battlefield 3 and 4. Even Grand Theft Auto. If they found that your voice was a woman in a microphone, they would have freaking decimated your freaking ass into oblivion. All the old school sexist jokes I heard back in the day, I used to even be part of that shit. I would have got canceled as frick back in the day. This is before social media was a thing, by the way. It was probably either an infant, a little baby toddler back then.
You too.
At that time.
Doesn't.
Now, hold on. Shut up.
Tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a
See, there it goes right there. I'm not trying to be cancerous or any of that shit either, but this girl sounds like a really goddamn disgusting, nasty, out of fucked up attitude. Absolutely derangement. Disgustingness. I sense it in her voice. This is one of those uptight freaking sticks up their ass sort of cunt. I'm sorry, she is a cunt. Disgusting ass you next to you is a cunt bitch. Whore. In my personal opinion. I don't even know this girl either, but getting really agitated in my goddamn skin just hearing this chick's voice. I'm sorry. Can't offend this chick at all. Defend this girl at all. I'm not on IRL either. Her IRL, excuse me. But anyways, yeah, silly, man. Silly stuff like that. Back in the fucking day in the early mid-2000s, I was okay to laugh at shit like that. I remember the two big ones I used to do all the time was Eddie Griffin, Chris Tucker, old school African American news like him. Dave Chappelle, who was the biggest of the biggest who ever did it. I'm still a fan of him. Not as much as I was back in the day, but back in the day, he revolutionized it. Sacha Baron Cohen. A movie like Borat and Bruno would not be able to at all exist in this type of day and age, especially in the politics shit. There's no way in hell that shit could exist. Go look it up on Google. I don't even know if it's Google censored. You might have to go on DuckDuckGo if you can't find Borat or Bruno or any of those type of like freaking comedies at that time was way big. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. It's a pass. At that time was better times, bro. Chef's kiss better times. Yeah, I know a lot of women probably had it rough. I can't relate to none of that too. Being a female gamer streamer, I can't because I was born and raised a man. I'm gonna pass away and unalive. Hopefully by old age, I get unalive. I'm 70, 89 years old and I pass away as a man. In my personal opinion, I'm not trying to throw religion into this thing, but I kind of am. You have to be born as a man and die as a man. Same with the women. You pass away and unalive as a man, you unalive as a woman. That's the golden rule. You have to. But that's my opinion. My belief, not what I think. In my opinion. To me. That's how I fucking feel. This is, oh God. These silly ass freaking obnoxious fucking younger generation of women. Because she's younger than I am. But she's not that far away from me. I think she's like 29, 32 years old. You should know better than anyone fucking else not to do that. I guess in a lot of Arab Middle Eastern countries, I don't know if she was born in Canada, because I know there's a lot of Arab Middle Eastern West Indian people, especially live way up there more in Canada than they do in the United States. There's still a lot of them over here too, but over here where it's super massive diverse in the state that I live in, you know, I'm in Nevada. It's really crazy out here. I stay the hell away from freaking any political talks. But yeah, let's hear this girl talk again.
Woman thing, and say that happens to you too. It doesn't. There's a reason that historically male-dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe. That goes for gaming. That goes for sports. Any male-dominated space is a bad one. That's not me being sexist. That is me saying there is a...
I don't know about the sports thing. I never really played that much sports in my life. I only did it as a hobby and a thing when I was in high school. Never wanted to join any of those teams and shit. Because, not gonna lie, that part, I swear to God, I'm not trying to say on LGBTQI, but the only two cool dudes I knew in sports was somebody that was like a skateboarder and a BMX biker. Those two were cool. They didn't start out like a jerk off, like, oh, I'm the best thing in the world. My shit doesn't stink. A lot of the ones that were like, unfortunately, and this is no offense to anyone that's like basketball or football, or even nowadays, if I have any younger followers or subscribers or watchers that are watching me, are still in high school or college, you're playing it because you want to be in the biggest leagues of all time. If you happen to watch my video, subscribe to me, you're probably going to unsubscribe after I say this. But a lot of the ones that I saw in middle school, high school, a lot of them are mega asshole, toxic pieces of shit men. They were the nastiest fucking goddamn disgusting attitudes. They come up around I'm the biggest macho motherfucker in the planet. I could fuck anyone up. I could beat anyone's ass. I could beat the living shit out of them and there. And I could get away with it. Coach will let me. I'm the poacher's pet. I probably suck his dick every fucking day. That's the vibe I used to get from them. That vibe was disgusting as hell. So that's probably the only brownie point I'm probably going to have a small, tiny microscopic agreement with her. And that's it. Disagreements, everything else is probably going to end up happening. The sports thing, I know it's probably the same thing in all the world when it comes to soccer. Okay, I know a lot of Europe, Asian, Hispanic, Latino countries, they always call it football or football. I know in Spanish is el español, it's like football. I don't know if you see football everywhere else, but in Australia they call it the ALS or ASL. It's crazy, man. And I don't know, maybe there's some douchebag mother effers that are like, oh, I'm big and buff and like badass and I'm brawny and like I could treat anyone however it's like shit anytime I want. There's probably some good dudes on there too. Not all of them are assholes. Maybe some of you guys that are watching my videos right now, some of you guys are on football and sports teams or high school, college right now. You want to make that your all-time career. If you get in the NFL, here in the United States, I'm thinking NFL, NBA, or the baseball one. MLB, hopefully you're not a douchebag, asshole, piece of shit mother effer. Hopefully you're not. You treat other people like an actual human nice being and not a scumbag or treat them like scum or shit or crap or diarrhea. That's bad if you treat them like that. It's an old ancient thing. Just treat others until the way you want to be treated nicely yourself.
Inherent issue with the way that you guys have your locker room talk that makes everybody else feel unsafe. I don't know how you could possibly find it fun to make other people feel unsafe. No woman is asking men to make gaming a safe space with sunshine and rainbows and everything, but could you please
God, not that fucking goddamn language, dude. I hate that bullshit. I hate it to fucking move it. Safe spaces don't freaking exist. They fucking don't. Let's look through that whole I hate that using that word. I hate because it's so politicized nowadays. The wokeism shit. There's no such things as sunshines and rainbows. She's right about that. Yeah, safe spaces don't fucking goddamn exist, bro. Maybe for some of the people that are like in safe space centers, like physical buildings, for the people in LGBTQIA, non-binary, non-gender community, it might physically exist for them there, over there, and other little places like that, or government institutions, especially, no offense to any of them either. I mean, look at fucking California. You know, this is kind of like almost second California in certain spots. Unless you go to the small rural areas like Pahrump or Overton or Sparks, where it's a lot more hardcore, and I really hate to fucking throw politics in. There's a lot more like Republican dudes that live over there compared to this spot here. There's a shit ton more Democrats and Republicans. Unfortunately, I gotta be surrounded by them every fucking day, but it is what it is. They don't know that. They don't have to know my personality or profile or any of that shit. What I believe in, what I disbelieve in. A lot of that shit's just a fucking bread and circus anyways. It's not real. It's an illusion you see on TV, an illusion you see especially on the internet, with social media, especially, extra special with that. That's really other shit like TikTok and Twitch and Kick. Oh, Lord. YouTube over here, they ain't the only place that does that illusion. They do a lot more. They say something into existence, it'll come true if you believe it long enough. It's like if you believe the lie long enough, you start thinking it's truth, but it's still a fucking lie. Other than that, oh my God, dude. There's no fucking place like that, bro. And the only place that's ever going to be like that, if you're lucky enough, you get into heaven. Unless you got to burn in purgatory hell for all eternity, then you lose. That safe space is really gone. I'm not trying to get in a religious tangent rant. I kind of am already. Fuck you, god dang. Oh, freaking god dang. Rant already.
Normal. Because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened, because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe.
And that's a very, very big ass freaking thing. I know I'm going to sound like a 50s, 60s old, probably a 20s, 30s old senior citizen, old boomer millennial. Like, I still remember this back in May Day. It depends. It depends on how you freaking dress. I remember when I was in high school, even though like not all of them, but a few of them. I actually know two of them. Even in middle school, two of them. And then it was like this Filipino chick and this other Spanish Latina chick. One of them dressed like freaking old school trolla chicks like they were dudes. And then the other one dressed like she was freaking old school Playboy Playmate. And some of you guys probably remember these ones. Like Hustle and Scratch and freaking Maxim magazine model chicks. Like they're going out to the club and trying to do some OF OnlyFans fansly, I guess how Gen Z calls it, sussy baka, sussy shit. Disgusting ass degeneracy shit. And some of them, they did that shit. Big time, big time. I remember hearing it so many. This is before social media was a thing. This is when you had the old school two-way kickflip film. I'm aging myself like a mother. I figure like I'm 50 and I'm only 35. They used to have that, and they showed all these EX not safe for work pictures, NSFW pictures, and like, whoa, they did that? They're freaking 8th grade. They didn't dress like they were 8th grade though. Some of them the freshman, sophomore year. A few of them at the crazy ass school that I went to. I'm not gonna say where. I don't go there anymore, but I'm way, way far. It's way on the other side of the city from where I'm at, thank God. They used to dress like actual sluts, whores, cunts, bitches, and freaking charlatans, as they used to call it. And they used to call them, they look like EX workers. They literally look like EX freaking workers, the way they dressed. Some of them, yeah, they kept getting like all these like suspended a few times and detention a few times for being very, very like distracting to men, especially my junior senior. My God. And it's funny because a lot of the white girls, the whites and Asian girls did it way more. There was only like 2-3 Hispanic Latino chicks that were going to my school my junior senior, because a lot of them, not going to lie, no offense to anyone that's a Caucasian white person, but it was a white bread city there almost in the school I was going to my freshman, sophomore, junior. And a couple, like a few handful of black people, and it wasn't Hispanic Latino people till like my senior year. That's when the shit started changing. And I heard 4 years later after that, when one of my cousins, they ended up graduating, it got super ghetto and trashy and really fucking extra degenerate over there in 2011, 2012. Once I think it was like my junior, senior at college university, the place I was going to. It fucking happened. That place shattered down badly. It got shattered down majorly, extra badly. It's not a good way either. Not a good way to live. I know. Such is life. Such is fucking life. But yeah, let's get here. Like I said, this was non-existent. Let's move on.
Do not care if you feel targeted by me saying men, or if you feel attacked by me saying men. You are part of the problem if you feel attacked.
It depends. It depends who fucking raised. At the end of the day, it depends who the parents raised their parents, or they raised their parents, or their grandparents raised them, or their mom or father raised them. However, ideologies, beliefs, values, and core aspects of life that they wanted their son or daughter to have. Either they lived through their dreams, which is the worst. Look what happened to that freaking small little girl. Even though she's 21, she's drinking and smoking like a crazy motherfucker. They're the ones that Gen Z probably looked up to. Jojo Siwa. Look what happened to her. How much of a fucking wreck her goddamn life was, man. She sounds like a 70, 80 young like, oh, what's up, guys? It's me. I'm going to do my TikTok dance and go all crazy. And I'm a cool comedian. I sound like a cancer smoker all day. I can't even do that voice naturally. Sounds disgusting as hell. I guess the mother and father are cancer to raise her. I can't blame the parents, but I can blame the parents on that one. Because the way she acts, she sounds like a freaking psychopath, man. She's all about body positivity and all that, how Lizzo was. I didn't get to talk about this small side story rant, but Lizzo, she got fun and made fun of South Park. That one had me cracking up. I'll see if I remember to link to the description box to that, because I didn't get to put it on here. This is going to be over a 20-minute plus video, so hopefully you're still here. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it depends on how women dress nowadays. They dress a billion times more like sluts, whores, hookers, and dudes that they want to. And they expect men to not look at like. Of course they're going to look, especially in the gym that I go to all the time. I'm occasionally doing a one-eye side eye, but sometimes I got these things outside. They don't know that I'm looking at them. That's how I do sometimes. And thank God they didn't make that in a criminal virtual law. Maybe on Twitch it does. Or hopefully God on YouTube doesn't do it. Because I'm not dressed like this all the time. I'm dressed as something else. It's crazy. Sometimes it is the woman's fault. Sometimes once in a while it's a guy's fault. They're wearing a tank top and they got a 6'8", 16 pack, and some women are looking and they're going to do a dog whistle on them. Oh, no, it's okay, because when women EX assault and harass men, they slap them on the butt, slap them around the nuts. Oh, no, it's totally okay. But when a guy does it, when a man does it, a male does it, I'm not trying to be a MGTOW red pill person. Oh, automatically sentenced to jail, sent to prison for the rest of his fucking goddamn life. Catch-22 in this country. It's sad.
Act by that, you're part of the problem. If you say
not
just
all of them
mute
are
them,
part of the problem.
You're part of the problem. If you sit there and let them say that to me and you don't intervene, you are part of the problem. Because I have a lot of male friends, normal male friends, who don't say slurs.
Man, I guess you're raking the wrong type of friend. They're probably some soft pussy-ass coward motherfuckers. I'm leaning on Biden Harris' side. I'm not trying to get in politics.
And don't threaten people and
probably
just play
freaking spineless
like
fucks.
I understand it's not all men. But if you are not one of the men doing this, it is entirely on you to help stop the men who are. If you don't understand that...
What the hell does that mean? Men's up war? I don't know. Some language, Gen Z or Gen Alpha language. I don't know.
Power imbalances and gender hierarchy It's not my place to teach you. I'm not your mother. I'm not your teacher. Close the game for 5 minutes and educate yourself. But stop making this a bad experience.
Close the game for 5 minutes. Yeah, go out and touch grass. She should have just said that instead.
For everybody else who's just trying to play the game.
Oh my god. This sounds like a mega, like I said, ultra obnoxious motherfucker piece of shit. Thoughts, views, opinions, and speculations. My god, I pretty much said everything I had to say pretty much. There's maybe 2 other things. There's maybe like 3 things at the most. I'll give her credit for talking about. The rest just sound like a jamble-ass piece of shit. Look at me, look at me, look at me. That's why she's... If you don't want men to look at you staring respectively, like all this stuff. Not trying to sound bad, but I can't zoom it in, but... It's not surprising.
She would last 10 minutes in a COD lobby.
I'm probably going to mess up my video for this, unfortunately. It's like right there. The tank top she's wearing. Obviously, she wants attention. This is what all these Twitch stock chicks always do all the time. Remember the Hot Pool Tub Medal 2021, 2022, not that long ago? That's what she do. She probably did the ASMR and hot tub shit. She's probably doing OF and Fansly on the side. And I've seen all the pictures that she has on here. On Twitter, X. Not bad. But it's just all the rotten fruit and spiritually. She's just dead and broken inside, man. The parents that raised her, no offense to any Arab, Middle Eastern, West Indian people, because I heard from a lot of old school, like, Asian parents, like, a lot of Arab, Middle Eastern, West Indian, they're the ones that usually push their kids a billion times harder to do better and, like, to get into Harvard, Stanford, Yale, all these billionaire, Oxford University, college courses that are very rich for the rich and prestigious motherfuckers. I don't know, maybe her parents did raise her well, but they believed her, they put her, instilled in her different ideologies to make her believe and think a certain way and act a certain way. Maybe she got hurt like by a billion other men by a bunch of dates and it went shit for her. Maybe she's probably LGBTQIA too. And she's one of the stupid ass POC motherfuckers that don't get their shit straight in their freaking goddamn skulls. As they should be. Honestly, that's what they should be doing. Don't freaking be on Twitch trying to be praising and preaching to the choir holier than thou shit, in my opinion. And that's already on shit. I wasted enough breath and time and energy. I'm just going to get to the randomized pop culture news now. As a palate cleanser. Alright, so I got 2 video gaming news, industry news to talk about. One is music artist news. I've talked about the man a couple times in the channel, so let's get into it now. From PCGamer.com, and this is pretty wild too. After a complete rebrand and legally distancing Bloodborne and Nightmare Carts, I never heard of Nightmare Carts, finally released to general public, and PS1 vibes are immaculate. And this is all here. I tried to look for a bunch of them on State of Play. State of Play literally happened. I thought it was going to be today. It was yesterday. I missed it. It was on a Thursday. It's usually Tuesday or Wednesday. Surprised it was a Thursday this time. Yep, State of Play. I'm going to react to that. Not react to it. I'm just going to watch it on my own personal time. Because like I said, I should have said this in the beginning of the video. But for now, probably going to be putting 1 or 2 videos from June, July, and August. Because I don't want to burn myself out on YouTube like that. I'm not quitting. I'm not retiring or any of that stuff. But I'm going to do a lot of the ones that I think is newsworthy for me personally. If you made it to the end of the video compared. Not because of my subscribers and stuff wants it. Because I was miserable as hell when all my... Not some, but some of my subscribers, and not all. And some like random people that watch my videos just want me to talk about this, want me to talk about that. And I really don't have no fucking genuinity, if that's even a thing, interest in it at all. That one I had interest in. I know the Hell of a Boss VisiPod thing that just came out yesterday. The Hell of a Boss episode. I really damn sure want to react to that. If not Saturday, it'll probably be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week. It already has 3.1 million views. It's probably going to have 20 or 40 million views by the time I didn't end up reacting to that one. That one looks cool as hell. I haven't watched it yet. I only saw like 2 seconds of the snippet when you leave your mouse cursor under the video. It looks funny as that. They're just going down a little cart. And these little demon things are trying to take out and kill a freaking person. It's insane. So this one, the second one. Nier Automata news. I don't know if this was on State of Play or not, but I think it wasn't else. This was something else. This comes from, I gotta give credit to Stephanie Liu. I'll read a little bit of it, because I do love the shit out of my Nier Automata. Yonra. Class chick, just like Stellar Blade Eve. Looks so damn freaking smexy and beautiful and hot. Pretty. I simp the hell out of her, in my opinion. Season 2 of Nier Automata is coming July 2024. I thought it was June, so you gotta wait a whole month for that. By the time you guys see it, it's next month. On this video is next month. Season 2 of Nier Automata version 1.1 anime adaptation will start. Oh, it's an anime adaptation. I finished watching the first season like a year and a half ago. I'm surprised it's still going. What? Okay. I enjoyed the shit out of that. I already finished watching Dr. Stone, completely off topic. Finally finished watching the whole Fallout thing at the end of this month, thank God. That show's badass as hell. There's 1 or 2 points where it gets a little snowflakey woke, but the other 85-90%, Godson. Todd Howard's behind most of it too. It looked amazing. Go watch freaking Fallout. It is fun as hell. I'm not even a hardcore Fallout fan. I'm a decent, average kind of Fallout fan, but they're going to have a new one at the end of the thing. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. They're going to have one that's all out in Vegas, and they're probably going to do a whole other season since the first one did super fucking good. Oh my God. Badass chef's kiss for every Jonathan Nolan, Christopher Nolan's freaking brother, created the show. It's insane. It's worth spending $10, $20 on Amazon Prime Plus. It looks good. I swear to God, I'm not freaking sponsored by it, but let's move on with this. Version 1.1 anime that will start airing sometimes in 2024. Lisa will be singing Black Box with the opening theme. I hope this thing isn't that long. Alright, I'm only going to read up to there. The key visual of Nier Automata version 1.1 depicts a barren lands with the legs of the mysterious Red Girls. With those who have played the video game already know their significance of the story. There were only minor characters in version 1.1a. The full story trailer season depicts most of the story's characters you watch here. I'm not going to play because I'll get copyright strike to oblivion. I'm going to be surprised. You can hear a snippet of the opening song in the trailer as well. Black Box says Lisa, providing the vocals. I'm probably going to butcher the first name. Hiromu, Akita, and Amarazashi. Probably butcher that one too. The song and lyrics. The Amarazashi is a rock band that provided the opening ending themes for Dororo and Mario Academia. Okay. I don't know what the other 2 animes are because I barely watch anymore. Rampo, Kitan, Game of La Place. I don't know what any of those places are. or artists are. And then the last one, man, the Myth of Legend. I don't know if I'll do a video on it or not, so I'm just going to say it here right now. He's still the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And if he is part of secret societies like Freemason, Illuminati, whatever, he still kick ass as it comes as rap artist skills. Marshall Mathers, Eminem. Eminem owns a variety, but whatever. Announces new single Houdini releasing this Friday from Stephen J. Horowitz. Okay. Releasing this Friday, although about a month after announcing Nuns' album Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, Eminem has revealed that its final stages Houdini will arrive on this Friday. In a post on Instagram, the rapper FaceTimes with magician David Blaine, asking him to go help with him for something. I was wondering how far we could go for this magic. Like, can we do a stunt or something? David Blaine asks with a glass of wine and proceeds to bite the rim off of the glass. As well, for my last trick, I'm going to make my career disappear, says M, clicking off to the combo. Oh, yeah, I saw this. I really don't pay attention to Twitter and TikTok. It was on X, too, so I watched it on X. I'm not going to see it again because I already did not a reaction to it. I saw this on my own personal time. I was like, what the heck is going on? And one of my mainstream media, like local news played. I was like, what? Dude, he's still making another album? You're kidding me, bro. This dude's almost 50 years old. That's crazy. He's almost close to my freaking auntie's age. It's wild. It's mind-blowing to believe that, man. But he's still young enough to be like, not even my dad's little brother, probably like his nephew or niece. I don't know. His niece. His nephew. Excuse me. Holy shit, but it was funny. I didn't even see this on my Instagram, though. I saw it on my Twitter X account, though, so it's wild. I saw it there, and then on my local, it was like, no way. These 2 old school goats I used to worship as a 90s kid. I used to love. I know I don't really get into that much, but the one that is here, like Chris Angel, him and like David Blaine, I used to be huge as a 90s kid. 9 to 12-year-old me worshiped the shit out of the cool ass magic shit that they did. And maybe one day, not even just want to be a video game industry news person or video game developer back then. Unfortunately, I never got to live that dream, or a truck driver. This is my 2 dreams. My 3rd dream, I never told this to you guys. I always wanted to be a freaking magical, freaking illusionist magician. That's what I wanted to be growing up. Unfortunately, I lost track of that. Sadly, that never happened either. Because not even because you get all the women, the hot girls back then. You were able to get really, really hot girls and sex appeal and all this stuff. Not like David Copperfield shit. I didn't really care about his style of magic. It was kind of bland. But it's crazy. He's actually really going to do this Houdini album. That's fucking badass. And that's it. That's all I say for now. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, and families and fingers. We'll talk to you Monday. We'll see you next week. Have a gay have a night. Wherever in the world universe out there. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Just reckless. Take more for your conscious channel. Could video game industry news, anime manga news, virtual VTuber drama news, Dexerto, Sports Keto news. all the other social media drama, commentary news, and of course, mostly video game trailer news, animation news, and strictly strict commentary, reaction review segments as this one as well. And of course, once in a while, like technology news as well, like Elon Musk and all that shit. Peace out on the sauerkraut. Lacing by. See you on the flip side. Take it easy on study. Stay extra safe for cautious. I'm going out. They'll take any of the hydrogel, and the scariness poison, any of the other crazy hydrogel CRISPR, stuff that they give you. Scary wild ass scary technology in your arm. Just don't fucking take it at all. Stay resent to it. Fucking bee flu, cow pox disease is a lie. Peace. I'm gone. Later.